But that is how men are, ungrateful and never satisfied. When you don't have them, they hate you because you won't. And when you do have them, they hate you again for some other reason. Or no reason at all, except that they are discontented children and can't be satisfied whatever they get. Writes D.H. Lawrence in his novel Lady Chatterley's Lover, and I think one can observe this manifesting in his short story The Fox as well. Now, before delving into an alternate deconstruction of the narrative, let's establish what we already observe at the periphery. So, Banford and March are two women who have created a semi-autonomous, domestic, and implicitly queer space. They run their farm together, live together, and share a bond that, though not overtly romanticized, carries undertones of companionship that resist the traditional heterosexual structures. So, Lawrence never names their relationship as sexual, but their life together is a deliberate alternative to the marriage market that has excluded or failed them. Enter the fox, which is not simply an animal menace to the chickens, but it is also a symbolic agent. He embodies desire, intrusion, masculine power, and the return of the repressed. Later, when Henry Grenfell enters the narrative, he is described in ways that echo the fox. He is the fox in human form, a hunter, a predator, and a force that disrupts the enclosed, fragile world of the girls. He slowly isolates March from Banford, asserting heteronormative control over their shared space. March, who initially exhibits masculine-coded traits, is gradually unmade by Henry's persistent fox-like psychological dominance. Much of Henry's seduction of March operates through what Lawrence renders as mesmeric power: soft voice, subtle insistence, and manipulation of proximity. Ultimately, March is spellbound, dazed, half unconscious. On the other hand, Banford's frailty is both literal and symbolic. Her body stands in opposition to Henry's youthful fox-like vitality. Through Banford's death, Henry gains full control over March and the farm. The queer domestic space is destroyed, heteropatriarchal order is restored. If we focus on the narrative technology of the text instead of merely being a symbol of a male or a heteronormative desire, the fox could also be analyzed as a narrative device that compels heterosexuality into being. For instance, March does not choose Henry on her own. She is drawn into his orbit because the fox has already possessed her psyche long before he arrives. Ergo, Henry is simply the socially acceptable material manifestation of this abstract, dangerous desire that March feels towards the fox from the very beginning. In this sense, then, heterosexuality functions not as a natural impulse but as a haunting, something that infiltrates, manipulates. The fox sets the stage for Henry's arrival, ensuring that the two women's autonomous queer domesticity is overridden by compulsory heterosexuality. Secondly, the story in itself is structured like a hunting chain. First, the fox stalks the hen, followed by March stalking the fox, followed by Henry stalking March, and finally, Henry is the one who kills both the fox and Banford and quote-unquote wins the farm and March. Lawrence thus structures heterosexuality itself as a form of the hunt, a predatory system that absorbs and eliminates non-conforming forms of intimacy. So although it is the heterosexual relationship that is championing the story, nobody is happy with it. It's tragic, it's cruel, it's a man-child after all.